I think inspiration is not outside, it's inside. You have to go inside your own flaws, your vulnerabilities, your thought processes. Hi, I'm Terence Lewis. I am from India and I'm the artistic director and choreographer.
I'm Mahruk Dumasia from Mumbai, India. I'm the creative head of the Terence Lewis Contemporary Dance Company, also the program director and the chief choreographer of the company.
We have exactly 1 month to finish 5 things that are not yet complete. So this is our thinking room. All ideas are discussed here. The courtyard, which I'm going to show you next, is the feeling room where we feel the work that needs to be done. And then we finally the doing room, which is the studio. So let's go. This is our courtyard. We've got 2 coconut trees and a mango tree. In Mumbai, space is the most expensive thing in this city. But to have a rehearsal studio space is even more tougher. We don't get funded by the government and we didn't have any aid. So generally we still do commercial work to support the company and the dancers. Come, let's show you the space. So welcome guys, this is our studio.
Our space.
Come around guys.
When I step into the studio and I see the new generations and young dancers, seeing someone so passionate and so fully in it, that inspires me. Poetry inspires me, art inspires me.
In the times of social media, I find a lot of unknown artists actually who are doing amazing work and they don't know they're great. And a lot of people who are really doing cutting edge work and doing something different and out of the box. The world is full of inspiration. You know, it can never be a boring space. When you have a creative block, just take a break. I think the break is important because I think your brain is, the energy may not be right. Sometimes you are not feeling right. We're human beings, we're not robots. Accepting that you're human and accepting that you need a break, accepting that you sometimes may need help.
Over the years now, I think what I'm learning is that when you just breathe for a bit, when we get back, it's the best that's coming out.
I came from a family of 8 kids. I was studying for biochemistry, and at the same time, everybody knew me as a person who organizes music, art, dance. And I just got an opportunity to teach dance to a young kid. And his mother liked it very much. And she said, can you teach him? And I was like, I have never learned dance. And it helped to pay my college fees. And then I started to read about dance through books. And that's how I learned dance. And eventually when I finished college, I started getting opportunities to choreograph for college shows. And that's how it grew. And then corporate gigs started to come. And I'd still not learned how to dance. But by the time I finished my education, I realized I was really making a lot of money in dance. My parents were like, what is wrong with you? Because I came from an impoverished family, I chose dance more for survival. It isn't easy to live your passion. You have to really, know what privileges you have and what you don't. Especially not in a country like ours, which just has no support for the arts and culture. So the aha moment for me came much later. That for me was a moment of reckoning, like, okay, now I'm financially stable, but what's the point? I don't feel alive. Leaving everybody, all the big celebrity clients, it was a tough call at the age of 26 to take that call. But sometimes you feel as an artist, what is the purpose of all this all, even creativity? What is the purpose of life? In 1999, I was approached to do a musical called Evita, the famous Broadway musical.
It was purely because I wanted to dance. So that's how he called me to be a part of that. So we met and started off on that project.
That's when I said, I need to have a company of dancers. So that's how it all started. We realized that we worked together really well. We had a great partnership in aesthetics, creativity. As people, we balanced each other out.
He comes in with a kind of quickness and a kind of fire.
I used to lose my temper a little bit more. She's more kind, she's more patient.
So for me, it's okay, all right, let me think, let me also feel, let me experiment.
25 years we've given to this profession and so many young kids have learned from us. We have actually really nurtured them, not just in dance, but also emotionally, mentally. We take them in our wings. Having traveled the world and having taught contemporary dance, that experience and that exposure with choreographers has helped me to understand what Manchester levels will be. It's called The Accountants, the show. And I know that when people come in for a show like this, their expectations are high in terms of quality of dancers, in terms of training, but what we want to give them is also certain emotion. And these are some things that I think which are very rich in our Indian tradition. How to not just be a technically good dancer, but to be an honest performer. You know, we want to get more audiences in because contemporary dance anyways has this elitist space and it has to be rich and culturally relative. So we have to put up on a show that is universal to all.
The world currently is being controlled by AI, which is our creation. So our message is that finally, if you peel the layers and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and you allow yourself to be okay with not having all the answers all of the time, you will discover that all of the answers, they are within us. We do not need to look for the outside to dictate to us who we are, how we should think, what we should feel. If you can get in touch with the actual reality, you will discover something that's going to be beautiful and far more expansive.
Your Google Maps and many things that you like, don't like, your preferences, all of it, and AI is constantly studying you and your patterns and telling you how you are, your personality, what you like, what food you don't like. It's frightening. How do we kind of find our true inner selves? Because all of it is, we are being told that this is you. And in a way, it locks you in. And that is when, we revolt. And then there's a certain amount of sadness because, okay, fine, we rebel, we don't want this AI, but what do we want now? So the state of confusion, the chaos, the fear of unknown, and that's what it is all about. Can we embrace the unknown? Can we say it's okay not to know?